Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, going to be a match between Sziky and fraer here on Heartbreak Ridge. As Sziky says, he is Hungarian, and fraer, at the time of this replay, was Ukrainian, but he lives in Crimea, so he changed his citizenship to Russia. So he is Russian in 2022. Left side, we've got Sziky, the purple Zerg player, and on the right side, we've got the brown Protoss player. It is fraer, who again is Russian at the time of this cast, but probably Ukrainian when this game was played. So, bouncing citizenships. Well, maybe not bouncing, but transitioning, right? Right. Anyway, Terry the Overlord moving out. Yes, indeed. This is a two-player map, so your life is in danger. Watch out for Dragoons, Terry. And Probe scouting out to see what the Zerg is up to. Probe scouting is very, very important because pool first versus overpool versus hatch first depends on whether you can go Forge first or Nexus first or maybe Gateway first, right? Right. So, let's see what is going to be here. Forge is the safest choice, and Forge it is, because right here, 150 minerals. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so it is an overpool opening. Wait, hold on a second. That's the first overlord. Yeah, okay. So pooling it up here. Extractor trick, actually, to allow him to get a couple more workers out early. They're actually fairly aggressive, so the Forge allows you to get cannons up as many as necessary to handle incoming Zergling attacks, because there are 6lings on the way at 2 minutes. And there's that second Overlord. So yeah, so pool first, but not like a super duper duper fast pool first play. Went for the extractor trick, got it out. Drone fighting against ye old Probe, who's blocking. And the good thing about going pool first is you get lings out fairly early, so you can actually take this natural a little bit faster than you could if you were going for like an overpool or something like that. So, kapah! Yeah, just chase it away. Hatch goes down. Lings running across, forcing the Protoss player to get cannons up. At least one. Probably, man, this is probably a probe pull situation, isn't it? Terry the Overlord sees what's up. Sees one cannon, says, okay, didn't try to go too super greedy with this, so did invest into a cannon here. I'm getting an extractor. Now that my expansion's coming down, there's your second cannon. And like I said, maybe a couple more probes. Really, just 2? Okay, it just feels like 2's enough to block off this area. So going around, it's just taking too many cannon hits. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you can fight that one. They back him. Ah, they corner him and kill him. Excellent. So 2 lings make it in, which if these were Jaedong Zerglings, they'd be here for the next 10 minutes, but they are Sziky Zerglings, which means they're going to be annoying, but they should be able to be cleaned up here by the Protoss player. I'm not worried about it. Nexus on the way, getting a gateway up here too. Got to start some of that tech eventually. Forge doesn't do that very well for you. And so far, so good. I think this is pretty standard. I like the third base, recognizing, okay, that was a Forge expand. Get a third base up. There's going to be no zealots coming to kill me anytime soon. So we'll get that rolling. Very, very comfortable doing that. And then eventually getting some Sunkens and Evolution Chambers up at this base and at this base to defend against incoming zealot attacks, which are most likely. So yeah, the lings aren't dead. They're taking any damage at all. Maybe they have, but they do regenerate their HP. Not surely. Gateway coming in. Do we just go straight into Cyber Core? We do. Straight into Cyber Core and making a zealot here. So we do want Dragoons, because Dragoons can handle... My gosh, these poor probes. It's like... The micro here for Sziky is actually pretty fantastic. APM's fairly high here. I like Sziky a lot. I've cast a bunch of his games. I think one of the first games that I cast of his, he used drops very effectively versus a Protoss opponent, and I was like, all right, we got a Zerg player who understands the power of drops. And I mean, it's just good in every matchup, right? Oh, that guy's taking way too many laser hits. Zappity zap taser hits, rather, from these probes. But yeah, I mean, if you're Terran, use drop ships, man. If you're Protoss, you're probably using shuttles and arbiters already. And if you're a Zerg player, I mean, you probably honestly have the easiest access to drops in the whole game. You do 200-200 for one upgrade to turn all of your overlords into dropper lords. It's insanely good. These Lings hiding in the corner, regenerating their HP very, very slowly, still alive. Coming back in for the scout, sees the Stargate is coming in, and not bothering to put a cannon. Yeah, not bothering to put a cannon in here to deal with these Lings. But I mean, as far as scouts go, the Overlord's doing all the work these Lings are doing as far as information goes. The Lings are getting some damage off on the shields on the Nexus and on some of these probes, but they haven't killed any of them yet, I don't think. And these Zealots can chase them forever. They're not going to be able to catch them at all. Metabolic Boost is going to finish in. This is going to make the Lings even more annoying. Ah! No, no, no. Oh, he took the hits. He took the hits. He's dead now. Ah, speed was almost done. It's almost done. And he sees the Citadel coming in too. Oh, these are Jadong Zerglings after all. Sziky, I like your play style, man. You're not Korean, but I don't care. You're fantastic. And there's the speed, and now it's like zoom. Zoom. You're making little race car noises now, little Zergling. All right, so handful of Lings up just in case a couple of Zealots decide to make it their request across the map, and indeed it is a Zealot and a Dragoon doing such things. Incoming Spire, not surprised by that, based on the scout of said Stargate. Oh, the Zergling dies. Didn't have to die, man. A little better control, that Zergling would still be alive today. Terry the Overlord is... Oh, no, Terry! Terry, no! Yes, this is the problem of being a two-player map. Is you're going to be in the area of the enemy base guaranteed, and then you're going to die to a Corsair. So Terry, we love you. We'll tell your wife and kids that you died honorably and bravely on the field of battle, and you'll be resurrected for the next one. Enjoy your rest, friend. Is this going to be... Oh, this is a connection. Ready? Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, that was bad. All right, fraer, you can't just lose a Corsair like that. I mean, the first hit, hard to avoid. Second hit, much easier to avoid once you recognize your units are under attack. But secondary Corsair comes in, and I mean, are there other Scourge around about? There are not. I don't know, Sziky is like, he made more Corsairs? What? He's only allowed to make one. Dude, this one's going to die too. All right, well, losing two Overlords this early is bad. Supply block again after getting recovered from the first supply block. Terrible stuff. But Templar Archive's on the way. And by that I mean it is finished warping in. We're getting Storm real fast here. Ah, DT's real fast. Okay. 7.5 minute Dark Templar coming in from fraer. Throw up a pylon up here just in case any lurkers want to wander their way up in this location and rain down lurker spines on these probes. Not interested, most likely though. But yeah, hit the like button if you're enjoying these casts. I don't know, it just helps the algorithm let people know that I'm here. I've gotten some really nice reception, some higher view counts actually recently. I think that's from some additional likes I've been getting, and also I've been posting the posting time for these has been moved up to where it was about 10 a.m. Eastern in the U.S. Now it's closer to like a time that is more acceptable to Europe, because I do have a bunch of fans in like Germany and stuff. So. I mean, other European nations too, obviously. Hungary, Spain, England, France, etc., etc. So anyway, DT's moving out. If you have any thoughts on anything I'm doing with the times I post my cast, let me know. But I feel like this is probably the better time for it. So we got 2 Sunkens and enough detection to cover these GTs for sure. But the Zealots are a bigger problem here. That said, 2 Sunkens with Hydra support, yeah. I mean, he probably could have got some damage done there, but actually taking this base down was not going to be possible with this timing. So well defended here thus far from Sziky. He's working on Psionic Storm. He's working on all sorts of goody. Oh, is that a merge? That is an Archon merge there. Ah, the little third wheel High Templar there. Oh, third wheel. That takes me back. So my senior year of high school, I started dating this girl, and she had a best friend. And like, I don't know, me and my girlfriend were just getting along so well, and we'd just be so absorbed in talking to each other at school and stuff that her friend started calling herself the third wheel. She felt left out. Anyway, wow, long time ago, man. I mean, that was the year 1999. It was my senior year of high school. Graduated in 2000. I guess it was more 2000, spring 2000. Anywho. All right, enough ramblings. What is happening here? A lot of Hydralisks. Cool. Working on missile attack upgrades. Getting... Ooh, there it is. Overlord movement. And I don't know. I'm feeling like we're going to see some Hydra drops here from Sziky. I would not be surprised. Not even a little bit surprised. Singularity charge coming in. It's 97 to 67 supply. Fraer's got a big time lead here. A lot of that is probes. I mean, his worker saturation is much better than Sziky's is, which is, you know, normal stuff here in a PvZ at the 10-minute mark. But Million Hydras cannot be countered by Protoss unless they have High Templar with Storm. That's it. I guess if they have a million Zealots with speed, they can kind of handle it. But we'll see how this works out from Sziky. If he's going to go for the attack, if he's just putting some fear of Zerg into fraer, making him worry about expanding back here, this Zergling is going to get a probe kill. Is that probe? Oh, hang on, Jukes. I thought it was backed into a corner, but now it's dead anyway. By that I mean the stupid Ling attack animation is canceling because the probe's running away. And he's alive because... No, he died. Oh, the Archon could have saved him. Chose not to. Fourth base coming from Sziky down south here. Going to try to put some pressure of Hydras so that fraer doesn't go scout that location and kill it with all of his mighty, mighty army. So Zergling and DT in the bottom right. Top left only has a DT. The scouting from both these players is pretty excellent. Lurker aspect is about 50% complete. That robotics facility coming in here too. Timing's going to be very nice to get observers out by the time these lurkers are ready to pop. DT swipe. DT swipe. DT death sound. They have, I mean, do they have the most, kind of the most, like, emotional death sounds in StarCraft? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. 135 to 93 supply here. Fraer macroing very hard. His third base is up. It's got Zealots, Dragoons, Archons, High Templar. A lot of Storm available there, too. No engagements in the first couple of minutes here. This DT is just, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, well, you're killing a Hydralisk. Well done, sir. But fourth base up. These drones can work here, though. Come back, dummies. You have a hatchery ready to go. All right. Not interested. Not interested in the tiniest of bits. All right. Corsair count is increased here. 4 of them. It's not going crazy with it, and the Stargate is quiet. So no additional Corsairs on the way, recognizing the sheer number of Hydralisks that exist on the map right now, and that they do have +1/+1. And Dragoons, Zealots, etc., etc. Archons have the +1 attack and no armor upgrades yet. Working on that +2. And Kadaran Amulet is being researched as well. Queen's Nest. There it is, coming inside the main base here from Sziky. Going to go for that Hive. Haven't seen him research drops yet. Would not be surprised if we get there eventually in this game. This is a fairly longer macro-style game. Unless it's a sneaky twofer. Which you never know, do ya? It's in the back of your head thinking, alright, so this came up at, you know, this many minutes and seconds, YouTube says, but this is the one game. Is it 2? Is it 3? Man, sneaky 3 first? Haven't done one of those in a while either. Alright, so high ground and lurkers here. Just going to be really hard to crack from fraer. Is he going to try this? Oh, the split is so good. You can't storm any one of these lurkers and hit a friend. It's like 2 storms per lurker, thank you very much. And that one misses the lurkers entirely, so that one connects and gets some Hydra damage too. Alright, and Dragoons can see these lurkers, so they're missing some of their attacks because they're going from the low ground. They finally take it down, but that's why the high ground is good. Because the attack missing stuff. Zerglings run to their deaths here, accomplish nothing. That was not a great attack. Storm connections here from fraer are great. Excellent, excellent connections all over the place. 9 overlords on the way, more lurkers. Hive coming in. And did kind of force fraer back here a little bit. These Lings are being annoying, but just kind of running to their deaths as well. +1 air weapons coming in. No additional air units being produced. Just Zealots, Dark Templar, High Templar, and Dragoons. Great mix. 12 o'clock base warping in from fraer now. He's got that 4th base rolling. This can be a difficult map for Zerg players, because it's not too bad for them to take their 5 bases, but it's hard for them to stop the Protoss from taking their 5 bases as well. And if you split the map in half and just go 5 base, you're just going to lose traditionally. I mean, unless you're significantly better than your opponent, which Sziky is not significantly better than his opponent. Fraer's playing extremely well here. 165 to 115 supply. Protoss player looking great. Hasn't lost an army yet. That said, he hasn't crushed anything that Sziky's thrown at him either. with the exception of maybe that Ling attack that was really ill-advised from Sziky, but maybe a distraction attempted while he was microing on the other side of the map there. It's something that does happen. And look, he's like, well, as long as I can hold this base, I can hold this top left too, until drops get researched. But all right, we're working on adrenal glands. We're getting a Defiler mound on the other side, actually going for armor upgrades. Cool. And 5 cannons. So 15 minutes in, we've just split this map in half. As far as anybody taking the center, that usually only happens once the game is very even and every other base is starting to mine out. And then somebody will try to take the center. I'd be shocked if fraer tries to take this thing now. But he might. He's feeling great. He's up about 50 supply here at 15 minutes, which is a lot of supply. Sziky going for a 40 worker play right now, and he just can't. Yeah, he can't engage here. He really can't. Every time he jumps in and there's enough Hydras to storm, they get a storm. A couple of them die and bad things happen. Snipe the High Templar. The High Templar is asking you to kill him. There you go. Got him. Great storm. Oh, no. He stormed his own ops. Secondary ops is here, though. Oh, remember when I was like, the lurkers are all very nicely split out? Yeah, that... Nope, not anymore. But that said, do we have enough storms available to hit them again? No, but they're all wounded. There you go. Lurker down, lurker down, lurker down. Very quick succession here. Bunch of Lings rolling in with the Adrenal Glands upgrade. They got +1 attack and +2 armor. The Zergling counterattack here is beautiful. It is very good from Sziky. It's exactly what he needed. Oh, that storm kind of whiffs, catches maybe a Hydralisk and a Zergling, but that's about it. You needed that to do more. And these Dragoons do not want to get pinned against this wall before they get home, and they do make it home. To where there are cannons to support. And they gotta hold this. They don't want to let Lings inside. Zealots responding to the attack. Very nicely done. Zealot bros. And it's now 121 to 107 supply. So excellent attack there from Sziky, man. He did a great job killing a ton of stuff and not losing as much. Great storm. God, it's a beautiful storm. Those Lings should not have attacked these cannons. They should have run over here. I thought that's what they're trying to do. I thought they were going to go ahead and just wander across this way, bypass these cannons, maybe take some hits, and then take this down. They could have taken this down. They just kind of chose not to. Intriguing. All right, production tab says Ultralisks. Cool. Carapace upgrades, consumes on the way for the Defilers, and Reaver production has begun in earnest for fraer. But yeah, this is bad for Sziky. I mean, I haven't cast any fraer yet. If he can win this game and look good doing it, I might cast some more fraer. He's good. I really don't have many complaints with him. Complaints with a T. Complaints with him. Okay, well, these lurkers struggling mightily here. Yeah, man. Lurkers unsupported, not as good as you want them to be, Zerg players. If they're just kind of sitting out there in the open, Zealots, Dragoons will wipe them out. If they're supported by Dark Swarm, infinitely better. If they're supported by other their Hydralisks and Lings and stuff, infinitely better. Storming inside the Dark Swarm just by a matter of kind of reflex there. Swarm comes up, hit it, Reaver connection. Very nicely done. Bam, bam. Chitinous plating, Ultralisks in production here too. And Plague is on the way. Zerglings getting a nice flank attack, and they're just so good. 2-2 upgrades, and Adrenal, super sick good against these Dragoons. So Sziky's doing fine. He's doing fine, winning engagements here to some extent, losing some lurkers, yeah, but I think he's coming out on top. He's up, actually down, 146 to 101 here. But that's just, I mean, we're 5 base to 5 base as a Zerg player, so not good. Not good at all. This Corsair group is so interesting to me. Look at him. He's secretly making Corsairs still. Is he going to fly them out and just start massacring Overlords when the Ultralisks start popping and we start spending as much money on Hydras? I kind of love this idea from fraer. If that's what he's doing, he's holding them in reserve. He's producing more Corsairs up here. Dude, how are we not killing this lurker? All right. Handful of Lings, couple of lurkers. This 6 o'clock base is in trouble all of a sudden. I don't know if he wants to get in there, but +3 attack and +1 armor is pretty intense to deal with. Yeah, I mean, there's no Dark Swarm. Where is the Defiler play? I don't know, man. DT is getting some swing. They really, what they need to do is hit swings on the Sunkens, but all right, couple Ultras popping out. Fine, but, oh, getting stormed. instantaneously here and taking +3 Dragoon hits while we're at it. I mean, okay, all right. Ultras they killed an Archon. That's nice. They're tanking a lot of damage that would otherwise be going to Hydras and Lings, which is also very excellent. Ah! It is a drop! It is a drop in the top left. Ling Ultra. This is what I was waiting for from Sziky. I was not watching the production tab closely enough. I didn't see it come through. It takes a while. So this is a base for a base situation, a base trade scenario here. And the 6 o'clock base for Sziky is dead, but the top left base for fraer certainly appears to be dead as well. This one Dark Templar is not saving it. And that said, I mean, the hatcheries aren't dead, and the drones mostly escaped. So maybe this is going a little bit better. Ah, beautiful Dark Swarm. Everything inside here is having the worst day. Okay, yep, just yeah, hold on to the 6 o'clock base, and fraer loses the top lefter here too. Reaver is here to try to save the day. Overlord picks up, gets out of there. What did he have in there? A Defiler left? Yeah. A Defiler. So Nexus dies. Drones just kind of move over here to the bottom right. There's an idle drone here for Sziky. So if you ever have idle workers and you're like, why am I so bad at this game? I have idle workers. Just keep in mind, every player does sometimes. Flash, Bisu, Jaedong all have idle workers sometimes. Sziky, he's got idle drone. Right now, it's hard to see this one because he's right in path. It looks like he's gathering gas, kind of, but he's not. Anywho, nobody's really been able to max out today, huh? It's like we get up to about 150, 160 supply, and then suddenly there's a big battle. And nothing is happy after that. If you're trying to get up to a maxed out scenario, I'm really surprised nothing is coming to kill this guy yet. Plague-oo! 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 Launching that Plague-oo. Defiler dies for it, but alright. Dark Swarm, Leoltralisks. The Reavers inside the Dark Swarm are like, we have a lot of splash damage, get out of here. Ultralisk on top of the Reaver, though, not as good. Lift it. Don't lose the 7 HP on the Reaver. He survives. He knew exactly how much time he had. The drop is back to the top left, though, and the Nexus is not done yet. The Reaver sending Scarab after Scarab in here. It saves the day. Absolutely beautiful plays there. More Lings rolling in to defend the 6 o'clock place here from Sziky. Oh, pick up the shuttles. Oh, he saved the shuttles. Disgusting plays here from fraer. Or he saved the Reavers with the shuttles is what I meant to say. No, wait! Unload, quick! Unload! No, doesn't unload. He could have unloaded on the fly there. Attack on 6 o'clock base. Fails miserably. All right, 6 more Ultralisks coming in, 128 to 103 supply. Cannons, Reavers, High Templar here to save this top left base, as another drop is probably going to happen at some point in this match. I'd be shocked if there wasn't one. More High Templar in the production tab. Going for shield upgrades, which is so nice because, again, it covers everything. Buildings, attackers, even probes get advantage from the plasma shields upgrade. Everything Protoss gets it, and that's why it is so expensive. 3 upgrades for the shield upgrade is 400, man. You don't mess around with that, but it's good. Just a lot of players don't bother to get it because it is so expensive. And like, we are not working with enough money to where 400 is super viable for a single upgrade, you know? At least not for shields. I like that repositioning of the Zealot around the other side so the Lurker Spine wasn't hitting everybody, it was just hitting him. That was a great play from fraer. Smart stuff. 147 to 131. Again, splitting the map in half is not good for Sziky long run. In fact, it is quite bad for Sziky long run. Plague-oo! Plague-oo cast. Beautifully done. Dodging storms, wiggling his little Defiler butt as he tries to flee, but the Zealots are fast. And the Zealots, oh no, interception! Intercepted by a humongous Ling Ultra army. Holy crap, this is the most Ultras I've seen. This is a really interesting map for Ultras. I feel like this is one of the maps where Ultralisks are made more often than maybe any other one that I cast on my channel. Maybe it's just I cast a lot of Sziky games on this channel, and he likes to make ultras because he is a Zerg after my own heart indeed. Yeah, I don't... center. Taking center is hard. I don't think anyone's even really considering it at this point. So he splits up his group and then kind of reabsorbs them together for some reason. Jumps right all over this stuff and takes a storm to the face. Takes a couple storms to the face, and suddenly the Ultralisks are fighting. The Archons are fighting. The Dark Swarm is fighting. Reaver in here too. Is there enough to deal with these Ultralisks? I mean, we're looking at... Reaver shot. I mean, Reaver is very dead. There we go. Another Reaver is here. Oh! Clutch kill. Another. Okay, so shows up, immediately kills two Ultralisks. But then there are still more. Did we see how many of those there were? This is really sick micro, though. Like, absolutely, actually sick micro here from fraer. He is staying alive through the power of a superior micro. And the fact that he has Reavers. Oh, this is bad, though. This is really bad. Ultras are just kind of wandering their way into the main base here. Don't mind us, they said. We're just going to kill everything at your nat. It's fine. The Corsairs decided to kind of make their move, but they're not doing anything now. Man, Reaver Zealot desperately holding the line. We are Sparta. That's exactly what's coming to mind here. Nope. Try to use DTs to defend. No, there are overlords here. Are there overlords here, actually? No. As the Corsairs doing their work. DT's more effective. There aren't any here, though. But the Reaver's holding this choke is absolutely sick. So the natural base dies from fraer, yes. But he's holding the line. Oh my gosh, this is incredible stuff from fraer. He does lose a Reaver, I think, to Hydralisk attacks from distance here. But the Zealots, they're definitely thankful for their Plasma Shield upgrade that they've got. It's only one, but it's better than nothing. And that Ultra's going to go down with about 2 kills, which maybe isn't great. But see, the DT is getting more work in because there's no Overlords here. He's using the Corsairs to kill Overlords so that the DTs are way more effective against the Ultralisks in this base defense scenario. Disgusting. So Zyky's like, I thought I had that game won, man. Did you see how much stuff I had compared to how much stuff fraer had? Yeah, that was great. Couldn't get through this choke. Could not touch the main base. The natural base died, but you know what? So what? There's no mineral patches here anymore. There's nothing here anymore. Is there? I mean, okay. I don't know what that Overlord is trying to do exactly, but bad times, yeah? So yeah, look. Sziky, mined out, mined out, mined out. Working on getting mined out here. You know, triple digits into most of these mineral patches right now. And, I mean, if it comes down to we're just allowed to mine these 5 bases, it's going to be a bad time for Zerg. Because did you see how many Ultralisks died there compared to how many Reavers died? It was not a fair exchange. And that's the point. Zerg units are faster, and therefore they're squishier. But the faster and the ability to make 1 million of them at once means in direct engagements they're going to have a bad time, which is why you need more reinforcements. You need more money to be able to make more reinforcements and produce more units to overcome that problem. Everybody knows that. Nice observer snipe. 4 Ultralisks, 1 Reaver. See, this is it. You can make 5 Ultras at once. You know what fraer can do? 1 Reaver at the same time. That's it. Alright, so brought along some Hydralisks. This guy pacing back and forth a little bit nervously, perhaps. Perhaps. Dark Archon on the way. All right. Little maybe some Maelstrom on these Ultras. Maybe a little mind control on the Ultralisk. Of course, those are both upgrades that we haven't seen come through. So, not likely yet. But we get feedback. Feedback on Defilers is fine. That's not why I like Dark Archons, though. I mean, feedback is great. I'm not saying that feedback is bad. Nice Plague. Sick Plague, man. fraer throws out a... What did I miss there? He got plagued? I mean, yes. All of his zealots are plagued. That is bad. That is a bad with a capital B there. And, oh, the only base that's died today is the natural for fraer, which is weird. Well, no. The top left. The Nexus went down for fraer. He held control of the location, though, so I'm loath to say that Sziky killed it at all. Ooh, is this a drone? This is a drone! Sziky! He's going to take center base. He needs it. He just, I don't know how else to explain it other than he does. Took a plague on the Dark Archon. Defiler escapes. Doesn't have enough energy, really, for anything. Might as well pull back, wait for that thing to refill. 165 to 112 supply. Fraer is still up, man. Sziky does not have a giant army. And we're just going to casually Reaver unload at your newest, greatest source of income. Murderize a bunch of your lings and a drone and just keep going to town on these workers. God, that pathing, though. Yeah. Getting around that corner is so hard for Scarabs. Well, I guess I might as well just straight up, I don't know, kill your drones, maybe kill your hatch if you give me enough time for it. Ow. Where did that shuttle go? All right. Well, I think that shuttle paid for itself. I'm pretty much comfortable officially stating that fact. Feedback. Nice feedback. So it really seems these are entirely just feedback Dark Archon, which is not as cool, but all right. Okay, but maybe don't. I mean, it's not sending the announcement that your workers are under attack because they're getting one shot. But there you go. Now you can see it because the Overlord is here, but that is 29 drones from Sziky. Okay, at this stage of the game, unless short of Sziky taking the center here and holding it like an absolute boss, I do not see how he wins this game. We're at 31 minutes. He's down 70 supply. It's 29 to 49 total workers. I mean, 49 is probably too many workers for Fraer at the moment because he's really only got this base left mining. He's completely mined out everywhere else on the map, and maybe he's going to take the center. And if he takes the center, Sziky is a dead Zerg, that's for sure. Fraer's playing an excellent game here. Feedback on the Defiler again. Zerg plays, man. 2 kills. That is 2 feedbacks, 2 deaths. We are getting Maelstrom. Excellent. Excellent. I like it a lot. Why? So, I don't know. Games with Sziky are just a little extra epic than normal. I'm not saying this gets an epic tag, but Plague, Dark Swarm. Zealots wandering in, but they've been plagued, man. Yeah, attack outside the Dark Swarm. Good storm there. Go. If you're a Protoss player and you're not good at being able to storm a million lings that are chomping on your Zealots without really catching the Zealots too, you gotta practice that somehow. You gotta set up some kind of a custom map where you practice that scenario over and over and over, because that placement is really important, and nailing it is what the professionals do. It's what Fraer does, man. Been doing it consistently here today. The lings are really the answer to these Zealots, though, even more so than the Ultralisks are. Reaver shot. Pick it up. Reaver shot from the backside. Saves his buddy. Oh my gosh. Saves his friends and then allowed to defend himself there too, empowering him. Center getting taken by Fraer. The writing on the wall, man. It is not looking good. Wow. Guess while there's a bit of a calm, quick plug for the Falcon Paladin store, just at falconpaladin.store. That's the entire URL. I know it's a little bit weird, but feel free to check it out. We ship anywhere. We shipped a shirt to somebody in Romania today. That's cool, right? Paid in Romanian currencies. Maybe euros. Do they use the euro? Either way, the 6 o'clock base is dead from Sziky. Still got resources here, too. But the center nexus gets taken down by Lings, Ultras, and Hydras. Nice little snipe there by Sziky. I don't know if that's a fair trade. What are these Reavers doing? They're hanging out. I mean, they could be attacking this stuff. There you go. Hatch down, and hatch down. No, we're going to leave that hatch as a warning to the other hatcheries. That's what's going on here. Did he just attack his own egg by accident? He attacked something of his own by accident there. Oh, that hatchery's almost dead as well. Storm left side. Sziky's not winning this. He's down to 40 supply. Oh, he just killed a Reaver. The Zergling, though, that's a pretty decent trade. But yeah, all of his income is Kaputski. Maelstrom on the drones, and then a Reaver connection to finish the job. They can't run when they're maelstromed. But the Reavers died. Incoming Zerglings. Nice surround of that High Templar. And this Dark Archon is dead. He's got 3 kills, and he is a dead Archon. Okay. I mean, fraer cannot afford to retake the center, by the way. But he's doing some long-distance mining, which takes resources that are potentially available to Sziky. Dude, I cannot believe this hatchery's alive. This hatchery should not be alive. 79 to 36 supply. I mean, Sziky's made some good trades here as far as that's less of a discrepancy in total supply than it was a couple minutes ago. fraer's not up 90 supply anymore, or like 70 supply. It's 50 now, which is a smaller number, so that's good. But yeah, Heartbreak Ridge. It's got some really, I don't know. It's rare that I cast a game in Heartbreak Ridge where I'm like, well, that wasn't exciting in some way. But yeah, FalconPaladin.store. If you need a new hoodie, hats, winter-style hats, we've got mugs. Big Ling Ultra Attack coming in. Dark Swarming it up. Oh, the storms are so good. The High Templar are dying. But the storms are killing everything, too. Suicide bombers, those dudes are. This Ultralisk is not messing around. He's got 3 kills. If I'm the Dragoon, I'm probably more worried about the Zergling, though, actually. I mean, both players are under 100 supply here. Does Sziky only have a Ling and an Ultra left? And some Defilers. Doesn't seem great. I cannot believe this hatch lives. This hatch should not live. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. We got more Lings now. We got more Lings. We're running in. We're taking a beautiful storm. Oh, this Dark Swarm is just not doing... Oh, the Nexus! So he does get it. He gets the Nexus with the last gasp of a Zergling in there somewhere. Hard to see inside Double Dark Swarm. It's a little opaque. But he gets the Nexus. No freaking way. There's no way. I cannot believe it. If this was not here, I think this game would be over. Nice Plague, though. Nice Plague, bro. Ah, Defiler dies for it. Archon dies for killing the Defiler? Question mark? No. No, but there's a Hydralisk here that's a problem. Archon does go down. This is Scraptastic. This is some Scraptastic play, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, another High Templar dies. Making most of the High Templar here is fraer, not rebuilding this Nexus, spending money on units because by golly, he needs them. A lot of his supply is in, well, almost dead Corsairs. And this Dark Templar. Where are you going, Darky? Nope, that's not appropriate. Where are you going, Dark Archon-y? Where are you headed? Oh, Plague on the Reaver. And the Reaver goes down, but the Storm kills everything but one Hydralisk. Dude, this game, though. Kill the hatchery. Oh, I got the Defiler. That's a pretty good kill. Run from the Overlord. Nice. Kill this hatchery? Did this hatchery ever actually die? I'm realizing all of a sudden. I don't think it did. Dude, if Sziky wins this game because he's got 2 hatcheries that the Protoss should have killed and failed to, like, just decided not to, I don't even know how to label this game at that point. This is nuts. So fraer's taken ye old center base here. It's got 13 drones, or rather 49 probes. Sziky's got 13 drones. And these are the Archons. We saw these High Templar getting built earlier. There's basically one-shotting Lings. They're taking a lot of damage hits, though. Finish off the hatch. Oh, my gosh. Or just kill all the Hydras. That seems fine. I mean, what is this match? It's down to a couple Hydras versus an Archon. Got 9 kills, and the hatchery survives because the Hydra splits are pretty good. It's only got 90 HP on it. More Archons. Another Reaver coming in. I feel like a shuttle would be awesome. The 2 extraordinarily injured Corsairs are killing Overlords with their very useful +1 attack upgrade. Allows them to kill stuff more quickly. Consume. Look at this tiny attack army that Sziky's going into battle with. It's 3 Zerglings, 3 Hydralisks. It's a dark arc, or it's a, my gosh, it's a dark swarm. Probes are coming in here to fight because they can't get hit by the Hydralisks. I think that's your GG. It's a GG! Fraer wins! Sziky asks for the rematch. Fraer says, no, I gotta go. And 39 minutes later, Fraer gets the win with all of 79. 79 total supply, dude. He took the center and he won the ball game. That's how this works. Man, what an absolutely crazy, crazy ZVP. Does this deserve an epic tag? This game's over sooner if when Fraer's down here with like 8 reavers, he just kills this and he just kills this instead of going after drones, because what good are drones to Sziky if he doesn't have enough money to rebuild hatcheries down here, right? The long distance path for mining is forever away from here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it. And I mean, just taking the center. How often do we see the center taken? And the hold here was sick. Only 500 HP left on that thing. He couldn't have killed it with these hiders. I don't think it would have mattered either. There's 800 minerals in the bank here for Fraer. So this doesn't come like down to the wire. It comes down to the wire. But Fraer is pretty comfortably okay when Sziky taps out. Fraer's not in abject fear of his life, right? Which I kind of feel like is how epic tag games should go. Is how it ends. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But God, gotta epic tag this. We just do. It's not epic. But we got some Maelstrom in there. We got a lot of feedback. We got tons of Ultralisks. Sziky was playing very well, but it just felt like he never was able to get up to that maxed out level, which Fraer wasn't either. Fraer was not either. They were constantly engaging with each other in pretty effective ways. So, well done, man. I mean, they started with a pool first. The Lings ran around inside Fraer's base forever. I love that he kept the Corsairs in check and in hiding for a long time and then tried to use them, especially when he was killing those overlords so the DTs defending the main base would stay alive. That was a key moment, too. I really think Sziky thought he had the game won when he had like 13 Ultralisks and a bunch of Ling and Hydra ravaging this natural base. And then Fraer just like, DTs here, Zealots here, Reavers behind him. Hold against the oncoming horde. And he didn't lose anything in his main as a result. That was great. I mean, that was key. If he loses everything here, I think he might actually lose the game. All that tech is very important. So, a GG. Good drops on that top left base from Sziky. Not quite enough on the drops department, I would say, today. But that's all right. Good play. Well played by him. I got to cast more Fraer, I think. I think he has deserved a spot here today. All right. That was good. That was definitely something to see. So let's check out this final score. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. 280,000 points for Sziky. 306. Wow. For Fraer. Kill death ratio, a full 800 to 200 is killer. And a 9-to-3 production ratio. You see where the math doesn't add up here. For Sziky, buildings raised 27. Protoss buildings died to only 6 Zerg buildings, which is, you know, if you don't go after the main base of a Zerg player, it's hard to kill too many of their buildings. And then, yeah, this is your problem. If you get outspent by a Protoss player by a full, 8,000 resources, it's going to be hard for you to win a match. It just is. I don't know how else to explain this to you, man. Incredible. All right, that was good. That was definitely something to be seen. So go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also find me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, it's been another Falcon Paladin cast, and you take care of yourself.